Con không chỉ đóng bỉm á, không con phải đóng bỉm vào. Tại sao con lại không đóng bỉm? Con đóng bỉm và đi con ngoan mà. Đi ngoan phải đóng bỉm chứ. Đi ngoan phải đóng. Thế bố đóng nhẹ nhàng cho con nhé. Sao? Bố đóng cho. Đi, thế bố yêu.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. It's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd
Đây
doesn't
muốn ngủ con đá
do
rồi bố
ordinary,
sao?
and we should be in for something very special.
Không hay. Đóng bỉm
So
chứ.
we're up and running. Well, this formation was traditionally considered a bit defensive, but now very much back in vogue due to some pretty well-known proponents, Jim.
Yeah, the 3-5-2 has been used by some of the biggest and most successful teams around, Peter. You know, one of its key strengths is the fact that it's well suited to playing out from the back. And I think you'd have to have a look at the wing-backs in that manner, because they can get forward with ease. And you can create overloads because you're not going to get teams pressing defenders in 3s and 4s. So if you've got centre-backs too that are capable on the ball, this system is a great fit.
So I'm assuming, Jim, that Roberto Baggio will be given freedom of the park.
I would think so, because if you tie him to a position, I think you take away his natural instinct.
And it's not just that he is such a great player, but others seem to get better around him.
Yeah, because he can produce such huge moments with his dribbling ability, and I think that gives the rest of the team...
Højlund! Stojkovic. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real...
Højlund! Fantastic from Højlund! A finish of true class! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Kong and Hanoi finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Well, that looks a decent ball. Oh, that's a fine interception. Panucci. And now the breakaway. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
That is a great pick out. Defending of the desperate variety. That is lovely. Drills one in. They've won a corner.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now. That's just playing it safe and simple.
He's chosen to go back. Panucci. Nice interception, well timed.
This is the time you need that pace.
Now it's Messi. Tries to pass it through.
Kong and Hanoi are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Costa Curta. That's a good run down the left. Brilliantly cut out.
Guangdong United definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
Beckham, who does have an assist to his name. And it's Kaka. Costa Curta. Defending was strong and firm. Now Kaká. Seedorf. plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
And here's Baggio. Bale, chance here to counter. Beckham. Panucci. Højlund. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. Costa Curta.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Howson. Oh, that's sweet, almost telepathic. Look at the space here. Baggio finds himself offside.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Panucci is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. He has found the way through. Baggio has it in a wide position. That is the end of the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Hello attendees,
Kong and Hanoi go in at half-time with a game to chase.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
That is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Now it's Torres. Lampard.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Xavi Alonso. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, well played. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Guangdong United clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And here's Torres. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Some resolute defending there. Kong and Hanoi still this single goal behind. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Xavi Alonso is always looking to break lines. Can he get it through? And this is Torres. Can he finish? It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, terrible mistake.
Substitution on the field, number 19, Højlund. Coming on to replace him is number 9,
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Kong and Hanoi are not doing enough to get themselves back in the game. They're not as threatening as their opposition. It's got to change.
Good ball, good take. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
And the shot! He'll try to keep this alive. Oh, he's been caught napping. He is just caressing the ball. And this is Beckham. Xabi Alonso defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And this is Ronaldo. Getting up there! That was superb goalkeeping.
McTominay clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Done delicately. Nicely worked.
Mạnh
Too
không
much on
ra
it,
nó
and
nổi.
that is an easy claim for the keeper.
Kong and Hanoi seem happy to bash their heads against the brick wall, Peter. That central route forward is just a no-go zone.
He is through here.
Wangtong United surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Now it's Torres, and it's Bale. That's going wide left. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Oh, and Torres! And that really should have been that.
And that reaction says it all. They had a real chance to tighten the screw there, and it's been blown.
Opts to play it back, and he shoots! Goes for a shot! And how did he not put that away?
Well, the keeper spared a few blushes here. Going 2 down at this stage would have made it an awful long way back.
Kong and Hanoi have the chance to go the other way. Albert, great vision. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Not the most accurate pass.
Địt mẹ mày.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Ai cả đai ra.
It's a goal!
Mẹ mày nữa.
Two ahead, late in the day, game over surely.
Đặt cột tà.
A really thumping header, absolutely crashes it in.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Has been indicated.
Wangtong United have surely won it, or so you would think.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond.
Shot a goal! Well taken goal. And he is away. The launch of a... Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. A game of margins, of thrills, the sort of game that is a great advertisement for our sport. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So we're very much on the way now.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you could expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements. Overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right, and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter, we even did that back in my day.
Any attack containing Raul is a frightening sight for any defence.
His record's a frightening sight.
Well, when you think about it, most of his ilk will put themselves before the team. But Raul is...
Can he finish? And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Chonburi with the corner, there first. To go back here, Stojkovic! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Chonburi have their second corner now. Kaká getting this one clear. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's been given away. Kaká. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Stojkovic conjures time and space where few can. Now it's Batistuta. Kong and Hanoi so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Now it's Roberto Baggio. Stojkovic. Great vision. The referee's awarded a free kick. It's a good 30-35 yards out, this.
And Iker Casillas somehow saves it.
Chonburi have their third corner. And now they can spring out of defence. He's got away. That's very neat. Kaká going face-to-face with his great rival.
Now then, clash of the egos.
And here's Kaká. Kaká will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Neymar powering forward here. That's good vision. And this is Batistuta. And he stands tall, impenetrable. Rafinha. Very nearly half an hour gone here. Roberto Baggio. Oh, what? Can he finish?
Mẹ vãi lồn.
Could move up a gear here. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Kaká. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And this is Batistuta. And this is Batistuta. Oh, shooting chance! And it's a goal! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Chonburi have fired themselves in front.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Now it's Kaka. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And they've switched it over to the other side. And it's Owen. Can he get on the end of this?
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Oh, that's a fine interception. Neymar. Not much subtlety about that challenge. Oh, this is a great position. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Kaka. Kong and Hanoi do have a chance to counter here. Kaka, the specialist in tearing teams apart. Lampard. And it's Baggio.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Ronaldinho. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Kong and Hanoi finding themselves behind by just one goal at the break.
It's been a pretty tepid display. They'll want to use this break wisely to regroup and come out with some fresh initiatives. This is all still very salvageable, maybe even winnable.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. And he shoots! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Rafinha really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Rafinha goes short. And now a sudden chance to counter. Costa Curta. Roberto Baggio. Can he get onto this? And he's intervened well there. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And again, they run up against stubborn defending.
Roberto Baggio really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Pass somewhat off target. Owen being hunted in packs.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
And here's Neymar. They're back in possession and ready to go again. And he's gone backward here. Swings in across. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Kaka.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Your impression so far, Jim?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably.
Rafinha finds himself offside.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue, and they'll get clinical.
Now it's Raul. And it's Stojkovic. Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick.
Substitution on the field. Number 18.
So we have movement on both
Ronaldinho.
benches.
Number 5, Franz Beckenbauer. Number 24, Conte.
Count.
Number
Oh,
14.
now here's an interesting matchup.
Raul. Number
Rijkaard
17
is the team's great
Batistuta.
visionary.
Coming on the field, number 12, Van
Little
Basten.
pass back.
Number
He had
6,
nobody else to help out.
Chance!
number 3,
And he's kept it out. And again. It's in.
นี่ก็หลบไม้แอร์มา
And there's the goal they've been looking for.
เราพักซึ้งเดี๋ยวคุณ
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Oh, he was definitely fully focused on that, Peter. His reaction and anticipation got him there when everyone else was
He leaps for it.
ดีไม่ออกเลย
Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Rijkaard tries to clear. Real chance! And he thumps it clear. Another one of football's and how moments.
Well, at least they're showing some positive intent now, Peter. That's the sort of urgency that's required when you do go behind.
Nice control. And it's Xabi Alonso. Close chance!
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Howson gets across to intercept that. Howson defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. That is ended up in no man's land. Played into space. Cafu kept his eye on it, and he's there. Rafinha. Nicely weighted ball. Stojkovic. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And this is Count. Rafinha. And it's Stojkovic. And he's managed to get free.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
He's a sharp little ball here. Stojkovic. In with the challenge. Looking for the run. Stojkovic. Czech breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. That's at the end. Well, that's a tough one. Losing is never good, but this one feels especially hard to take. Not a lot that went glaringly wrong, but the result is one that will make
Please
them
turn
suffer.
your attention to the screen for information.
What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Kongan Hanoi desperately failing to impose themselves on the game. Decidedly flat, disjointed in so many areas on the pitch, and you're never going to win like that.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good...
注意些些例子。哎西。siêu nhân.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We're up and running then. Who do you, Jim, see making a difference here?
Yeah. N'Golo Kante. He is only one midfielder, but it often feels like he does the work of 2 or 3. He's got exceptional awareness for danger and the stamina to make sure he can go and snuff it.
Great chance! Off the post! That's destined for the flank. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Jordi Alba is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And it's Xabi Alonso. Beckham producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. He's got away. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
That has not gone well. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Jordi Alba delivers. And that is well cleared. And they're back on the ball again. Xavi Alonso. And he stands tall, impenetrable. He's being urged to shoot. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Kong and Hanoi yet to have an attempt on goal. Turns back here, probably the best option. Seedorf conjures time and space where few can. Looking for the run. Oh, he's onto this. Thuram with the slide tackle there. Seedorf. Shot could be on. Ibrahimovic. Beckham. Vieira. Looking for a runner. Jordi Alba. Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Rafinha. And it's Xavi Alonso. And the pass is intercepted. Rafinha. Closing in on Rafinha! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Rafinha is offering a wry smile there.
Kong and Hanoi with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Pepe can get it clear. Rafinha, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Kong and Hanoi have their second corner now. And that should get the job done. And he's had it nicked away. Pinches it off him. Kaká will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Conte, played out to the left flank. And he whips it in.
Been there, done that, unfortunately. You immediately want to have another go. Believe me on that.
Kaká.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
And reclaimed it in a trice. He's got plenty of space out wide here. That's a good foray he's making. Knocks it into space. He's picked his way through. Shot, surely! And it's a goal!
I think this is a very welcome time for a goal, Peter. There was a momentary drop-off into defence, and he was just too good a player to miss that. A special talent has given us all a very special memory.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
There will be one
So the
minute
first
at a
goal
time.
of the game.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now, and the other has to tone it down.
And the referee says that is that for the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game
Hello,
here.
everybody, and please join me
How's
in
the first
wishing
half
a
compared with
happy
your
wedding
expectation?
anniversary from one
Okay,
of our
they got
fan
hit
club
with that
members.
one sucker punch, but I don't think there was much wrong with their overall approach. I think the boss needs to give his team a lift during the break, and they should still be quite buoyant.
Substitutions
Kong
taking
and
place.
Hanoi just ahead here in a tight game. They are 1-0 to the good. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Kong and Hanoi leading courtesy of the game's only goal. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Nicely shaped ball. That's beautifully weighted. Xavi Alonso. And it's Baggio. Can he get it through? There's the shot! He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. Kong and Hanoi have themselves a chance from the spot. This further to improve their cause. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Yeah, credit to the keeper. He read it, but succumbed to the placement.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
Pepe has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident. Well, that is one way to stop him. Defending was strong and firm. Ibrahimovic. Here's Vieira. Beckham. Bremer calmly anticipates. Rafinha might just make this. Oh no, he's got that wrong.
Kong and Hanoi are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour.
Cafu. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped. That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves.
It's Baggio! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Corner number 3 coming up. And that has been cleared. Alonso. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Now then, the ball's come loose. Howson is always scanning the pitch for targets. Now the ball's gone astray. Can he get on the end of this? No luck with that dink over the top. Xavi Alonso. Oh, can he get onto this? Thuram promptly onto that, and that is that. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. He's through here.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Seedorf. And that pass just didn't quite work. Costa Curta. And this is Romario.
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Ibrahimovic! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Punched away. And back to the keeper. Now, has he got the beating of his marker here? And he's been shifted off it. Oh no, this does not look good. Chance! It's a goal! Back to within one! Interesting! And that is a genuine ground-eat-me-up moment.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
United, after 81 minutes, is
Manchester United
Number
cut their
19,
deficit and look raring to go again.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho.
Rafinha chasing after it. Can he latch on to this? Ibrahimovic.
Manchester United really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Kong and Hanoi, moments now away from seeing this one out. Kaka. Pepe gets over and intercepts.
Oh, super ball! And Romario! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
there will be 3 minutes at a time.
Referee's given a throw.
Substitution on the field. Number 17, Xabi Alonso. Number 8, Halsen. Number 9, Baggio. Number 22, Pepe. Coming on the field, number 20.
Oh, he's having a
Declan.
go!
Number 13, Adams.
Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Substitution.
The message is simple: defend this with your lives. Time is desperately short now, but it is a corner. Desperate defending required here. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And that's it. Well, that was good. A terrific advertisement for attacking football. Both sides glad to trade blows, to set out always only to win. And it came down to one decisive moment.
Just a quick reminder today, please refrain.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Things already rolling. Well, it's fair to presume, I suppose, that Lionel Messi will, as almost always, Jim, be carrying a huge burden of expectation here.
Yeah, but it won't bother him at all, Peter. He just delivers without fail time and time again, and often in a way only he can.
Absolutely. So I wonder what the little magician will have in store for us today.
Well, all I shall say is expect the unexpected.
Now, can they get him away? It's run loose. Who's going to get there? That's very neat. Great ball, and he's in here. And he has been fouled there. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
Well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice there, although he's paid for it.
What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. Rafinha! Brilliant from Rafinha! He's got himself an absolute peach. And we have liftoff. Oh, that is a bit special.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
Paris Saint-Germain are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Shifted upfield. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Guardiola. Roberto Baggio. And here's Rafinha. Oh, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And the counter-attack could be on for Paris Saint-Germain. Oh, well measured. Duke receives it in a wide position. And he's certainly onside here. Nice interception, well timed. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And this is Messi, and the shot! Oh, brilliant stop from Courtois! Great defending, strong and determined. Joe! Oh, brilliant stop from Courtois! And we have our very first corner. Kong and Hanoi has the chance to go the other way. Howson gathers from the goal kick. Turns back here, probably the best option. Nicely weighted ball. Toure spots it and intercepts. Zanetti. Looking for the run. He can run onto that. That is a brilliant interception. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Paris Saint-Germain clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Paris Saint-Germain always have been a side that are known for pressing, a style that's very high tariff, Peter.
But it can pay off big time, can't it?
Yeah, just about every top side are doing this now.
And here's Seedorf.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. Bellingham. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And the through ball. He is through here. Tries a shot! And yes, it's there! They are right back in business.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Seedorf. Now it's Rafinha. Now that looks a decent ball. He's cut it out. Roberto Carlos. Yaya Toure.
This is the time you need that pace.
But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And it's Kaka. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Knocks it into space. Can he get it through? Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Paris Saint-Germain clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
This possibly the last play of the half. Forced to go back. Roberto Baggio. Has a look and plays it forward. That's it, 45 minutes up. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So it's one each. How are you seeing it, Jim?
Well, it sets up a very entertaining second half, Peter. Who's going to make the first move, trying to win this, and how they might find a way to sustain good pressure.
Kong and Hanoi are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Baggio taking charge of the dead ball.
Well, it looks like they'll be aiming this one for the far post, Peter.
And how good was that? A finish right from the top draw. And they're back in front. That was beautiful. Something close to genius. 2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Kong and Hanoi have their lead. Stam. Duke going after that. Kaka. Oh, that's nice. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Oh, what has happened here? And the shot! It's in! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
And that was as close to certain as can be.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
Paris Saint-Germain dragged themselves back again.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Costa Curta cuts it out. Paris Saint-Germain appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Rafinha receives it in a good position here. Now it's Neymar, and he's managed to get free. Messi. Oh, that was vital. Kaka conjures time and space where few can. Some front-footed pressing going on here. Plays it through. Messi gets into a good position. And Messi! Oh, brilliant stop from Courtois! Corner number 3 coming up. Bellingham! Nearly, but not quite. Cafu, looking for options for movement. Cafu is one whose deliveries we all know about. And he was quick to react. Seedorf, and here's Owen. And the pass is intercepted. Tries to pass it through. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no...
Messi! It's anyone's ball now. Oh, he's been caught on it here. And it's Yaya Toure. And this is Messi. Just about up to 75 minutes. Messi was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And he's gone backward here. That's good play. Rafinha going face-to-face with his great rival. Backward it goes. Nicely aimed pass.
Kong and Hanoi really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Luôn.
Substitution on the field. Number 6.
So, power or guile, what's it going to be?
Number 9.
So does he go for it? It's not a kind angle.
Number 22. Kaká. Number 8.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern...
Oh, good effort!
Number 23.
And how did he not put that away?
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
Number 3. William Saliba. Substitution.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Looking to play him in. That looks a good ball through. Roberto Carlos. Caught offside that time. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Rafinha, he has found a way through. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
This looks promising. He's found a way through. And a shot! He lifts the roof! Oh, that has got to be it! This has to be it! Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves.
He's in one-on-one, and he's lost his man here.
Added minute has been indicated.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Zanetti. Time added on 4 minutes. Aimed beyond the defence. Eto'o. Rafinha, and he's worked it through. He might be in here. Goes for a shot. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistles. Kong and Hanoi can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start, but they were ultimately made to pay for their inability.